the lie that looks like wealth. In today's world, perception has replaced reality. A leased luxury car can earn you praise. A six-figure investment portfolio hidden behind a modest lifestyle? That earns you silence. We live in a culture that celebrates consumption over discipline, visibility over value, and temporary status over long-term freedom. But here's the hard truth. Status doesn't build wealth. It destroys it. Financial success isn't measured by what you wear, drive, or post on Instagram. It's measured by what you quietly accumulate, protect, and grow over time. The problem is, most people don't realize they've been sold a version of wealth that looks impressive on the outside, but leaves them broke on the inside. If you're tired of the noise, the performance, and the paycheck-to-paycheck treadmill disguised as middle-class comfort, this is for you. We're about to dismantle the financial lies keeping people poor and reveal the systems, habits, and mindset shifts that quietly create real, lasting wealth. Welcome to 86 Dawn Finance YouTube channel, where we break down the hidden mechanisms controlling your financial life. Let's break it all down. No fluff, just the truth. Let's break the illusion, and let's begin with the first trap: chasing status over freedom. 1. The status trap. Why looking rich keeps you poor. A $200 investment account and a used Toyota will earn you judgment. A leased Mercedes and zero savings will earn you praise. That's the dysfunction of modern money culture. We live in a world where looking rich is often more celebrated than being financially secure. Social media rewards visibility, not value. Society applauds signals of wealth, not substance. And this distorted lens pushes millions into one of the most expensive traps ever created: the status trap. Let's be clear. Status is not wealth. Status is a liability disguised as aspiration. It convinces you to trade your future for the illusion of success today. When you finance a $50 car, you don't just buy transportation. You buy a depreciating liability, long-term interest payments, and the pressure to maintain an image. That $800 monthly payment? It's money that could have built assets, grown interest, or bought you time. But instead, it buys silence at red lights and admiration from strangers who don't pay your bills. The trap is subtle, but dangerous. It starts with a belief: if I look successful, I will be respected. Then comes the spending on clothes, watches, luxury rentals, dinners that cost more than your investment account. Slowly, debt builds, savings shrink, and the pressure to keep up becomes the anchor that drowns you. Meanwhile, the truly wealthy are doing the opposite. They drive paid-off vehicles. They wear clothes that don't scream for attention. They invest before they spend. They quietly let their net worth grow while others perform for approval. Why? Because they understand this: looking rich is expensive, but being rich is free. Once you own enough not to care what anyone thinks. This is why the 1% appear invisible, not because they lack wealth, but because they don't need validation. They've replaced applause with autonomy. And they know that real financial power lives in what no one sees: a growing portfolio, a paid-off home, a business that generates cash flow while they sleep. Escaping the status trap requires rewiring what success looks like to you. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about reclaiming your financial direction. Start with this simple test. If you lost your income today, how long could you maintain your current lifestyle? If the answer is not long, it's not really a lifestyle. It's a performance on borrowed time. Wealth is what sustains you when the applause stops. And the sooner you stop playing for approval, the sooner you can start building for freedom. Two, the credit myth. A high score doesn't mean you're winning. A high credit score might look impressive, but it's not a measure of wealth. It's a measure of how well you use debt. Banks reward you for borrowing, not for building. A perfect 800 score doesn't mean you have savings, assets, or financial freedom. It just means you're a good customer. If you have a high score but no emergency fund, no investments, and no assets, you're not winning. You're playing by rules that benefit lenders. Real wealth isn't built on credit. It's built on cash flow, ownership, and discipline. The system praises debt because it profits from it. But you don't need validation, you need margin. Choose liquidity over lights. Choose control over approval. Because when crisis hits, your credit score won't save you, but your cash reserves will. 3. Spending isn't the problem. Misaligned priorities are. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a spending pattern that doesn't match their goals. It's not the $5 coffee. It's the mindset that says, I'll save what's left. The wealthy flip that. I invest first. Then I spend. Lifestyle inflation is the silent killer of long-term wealth. Every raise gets absorbed by a bigger apartment, a nicer car, a better phone, and savings remain flat. The habit matters more than the amount. A small, consistent investment beats occasional saving. If you don't pay yourself first, someone else owns your future. Discipline isn't restriction, it's strategy. Want financial freedom? Automate your investing. Spend what's left, not the other way around. 4. Good debt builds wealth. Bad debt buys approval. Not all debt is dangerous. The wealthy use debt to build assets. The poor use debt to chase image. A mortgage on a rental property that generates income? Strategic. A 5-year loan on a depreciating car to impress strangers? Financial deadweight. Debt is a tool. Use it right, and it's leverage. Use it wrong, and it's a leash. The difference lies in intent. Is the debt creating cash flow, or is it consuming it? High-interest credit cards funding lifestyle habits are not freedom. They're financial quicksand. Easy to step into, hard to climb out. The wealthy borrow to grow. Everyone else borrows to look grown. And that's why one group builds equity while the other builds excuses. Use debt to invest in things that pay you back, not just things that wear out. 5. Financial lies sound smart, but they keep you stuck. The most dangerous money beliefs aren't loud, they're familiar. Credit card points are rewards. Saving is enough. Budgeting is for broke people. None of these are true, but they're repeated so often. We mistake them for wisdom. The truth? Credit card rewards are bait. Saving alone won't build wealth. And budgeting is discipline, not desperation. These lies feel safe because they sound responsible, but they keep you in survival mode, earning, spending, repeating. The wealthy don't just reject bad advice. They build new frameworks. They invest while others save. They track every dollar. They prioritize cash flow over status. Your beliefs drive your behavior. And if your beliefs are flawed, your results will be too. Audit your assumptions. Let go of what sounds smart, and lean into what actually works. 6. Build real wealth. Discipline, systems, and ownership. Wealth isn't built through luck. It's built through repetition. Not sexy, not flashy, just consistency. The wealthy don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They automate their investing. They track their spending. They protect their time. They own assets that pay them, even when they're offline. Discipline creates momentum. Systems create stability. Ownership creates freedom. This is the real game. Buy things that pay you. Build habits that outlast your emotions. And own your time by owning your income sources. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Real wealth is boring, quiet, predictable, and that's exactly why it works. Please note that 86 Dawn Finance does not offer advice on taxes, legal matters, investments, or finances. The content is intended solely for educational purposes and should not be considered professional advice. For personalized guidance, please consult your own qualified advisors. Although the information has been carefully researched and reviewed, it may not represent the latest legal or financial updates. Viewers are advised to confirm the accuracy and timeliness of the information, particularly before making any major financial or legal decisions. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and stay our 86 Dawn Finance channel.